What's going on, everybody? My name is Chucky Man and welcome back to another Call of Duty Zombies theory video. So what this theory is going to be today is that Weasel, the character from Black Ops 2 Zombies Mob of the Dead, is basically, he's invented zombies. He's the reason zombies exists. So you're going to have to hear me out for this whole one. This is kind of a far-fetched theory, but it's quite an interesting one, this. So, as you might know, at the end of Origins, the cutscene, people were left thinking, oh my god, is Samantha the person who is like, she fought of all the zombies? It's all inside her head, it's all a game. Zombies mode is an entire game. That's what you're thinking. But one thing that I want to mention here is that at the end of the Origins cutscene, as Samantha's leaving the bedroom, she says, "Don't worry, Eddie, my father has a plan." And that kind of makes you realise, okay, so there's a lot more going on here than we realise. Maybe it's just one dimension, which is a zombies, like a game, basically, that they've invented. And, these characters do exist throughout the whole thing. Zombies exist throughout all dimensions apart from this one. That's not what I'm trying to get at here, though. I just thought I'd mention that because that's what one of the theories was, that it was all in Samantha's head, it was all imagination, it was like a game, that kind of thing. And I just want to say, I don't think that's the case. But what could be the case is that Weasel is the entire cause of zombies. And the reason for this is because if you've learned a wee bit about Weasel in Mob of the Dead, the character, he basically liked to draw comics kind of thing in the game. Or, well, he didn't draw them in the game, but his character kind of liked drawing comics, and he was a fan of writing these things and drawing just the whole lot. And what I'm thinking is that what Weasel's done is he's drawn these comics, and these comics are actually zombies. He's drawn these whole, like, all these, like, stories out. And then maybe what's happened is, like, the Keepers have come, from another dimension, they've seen all his comics, and they've turned his story into real life. Something like that. So, obviously, wouldn't be, like, saying all this if there wasn't at least a wee bit of evidence. And the reason this video seems quite rushed, by the way, is because I've got to be somewhere, so I'm just making this quickly. I need to get videos out. Anyway, so one bit of evidence is that all of the intros for zombies, starting from like World at War, all the way to even now we see it, the intros are like kind of in the style of comics. And even like the loading screens, you see some of them are like comic covers, or you see like they're different pages of comics. And you can see that, especially on like Black Ops 1, at the edge like of each loading screen, the top right corner or whatever, you can see a wee bit's ripped, and that's part of the next picture of the next loading screen. Like if you turn the page over, you would see, oh, that's the next picture. So it would go from like Call of the Dead loading screen, there'd be a tear in the corner, and that tear would reveal a wee bit of Shangri-La. That's what's in it. If you go back and look at the loading screens, you will actually notice all that now. So that's what it's like, and that's why even whenever you're playing in Black Ops 3, the multiplayer, like in public matches, you will notice it's still comic books. And why would Jason Blundell be still doing comic books after all this time as like a wee style of it? Maybe it's just because he likes the style, maybe it's because it's a bit more. And what I'm thinking, what I'm saying of the Keepers, is that they are obviously, we know very little about them, and it might not even be the Keepers that have done this, it could be some other spirit, whatever, have come and they've seen his comics and they're thinking, okay, let's turn this into reality. Or maybe that's why he was put into this scenario with zombies. He drew his friends, and, well, I say his friends, they were in prison, but no, there are no friends in prison. And he's drawn all these guys in Alcatraz, and then the Keepers or the announcer or whatever seen his comic and they said, "Oh, you like to draw, you think that'd be a funny story, aye? Well, let's put you into this story then." And they put him into that, and that's where that whole cycle comes from. And only by breaking that cycle, he is able to get out and keep drawing it. He is the one that continues the zombie storyline. If he like died himself, then that would be it. The storyline finishes. Maybe that's how it's going to finish. I don't know. As I say, I'm rushed right now. I've got to be somewhere. But that's pretty much it for now. So thank you very much for watching this video. I've been Chucky Man. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment on what you think below, your own opinions, your own theories. I'd love to hear them. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.